radar screen and keep your profile low. It was easier to go unnoticed and make your own way with a much younger sister around to deflect the attention away. Your position in the family helped shape your personality by all means, and with your looks, we always said that you got all the recessive genes. You were the only one in our family who had eyes of blue and hair that was almost white, then red, and finally a blondish hue. You never wanted to read a book or do a project with me. You'd much rather play ball or run around with your big brother Bobby. You excelled in sports, especially all types of ball, but in basketball and tennis, you did the best of all. October was a really bad birthday month for an athlete like you. Most of the kids you competed against were older by a year or even 2. It was your slow blooper balls in tennis that slowed down your opponent's pace. It made them miss the ball, lose their temper, and curse in your face. Back in your high school basketball days, you were not very tall, but you were the star scorer and speedy point guard who always brought up the ball. It never hurt that your basketball coach, Mr. Herring, was also the disciplinary head. So instead of doing Saturday detentions, you got to practice shooting hoops instead. You never took sports too seriously and always kept your cool. And you were particularly strategic in both athletics and in school. You wouldn't answer a question or enter a discussion unless you were sure. And as a boy and then a man, you always felt that less is more. You managed to get enough grades to get yourself into Penn, but later we learned interesting things about your school days way back when. We did notice that your grades in science were the ones in which you did excel. Whenever you had female teachers, you seemed to do particularly well. You were always ready with very flattering things to say. In 8th grade, you charmed Mrs. Brodsky, and in 10th, it was Mrs. McElway. It was all your compliments on their charm and beauty that you always made, and that got you out of a test or even a better grade. With you, we were never quite sure exactly what to believe. We had to remember what we were being told was coming from the mouth of Steve. Over the years, we finally learned with you never to plan far in advance. Rather, we better wait until the day before, or we're really taking a chance. There was the summer you were in high school. We planned a trip to Greece since you were supposed to be away. But your plans changed, of course, and ours didn't. So what can I say? When we returned home after 10 days, we were less than pleased to hear that those were the best for you and your Nobles friends that entire year. Then you told us you were going to Australia during your junior year at Penn, so we stupidly planned our vacation to visit you once again. And as could be expected, you changed your plans and did never go, but at least this time we were able to cancel when you let us know. For my 50th birthday Caribbean cruise, you gave me quite a scare, making it onto the cruise ship with less than a minute to spare. Not to mention that you must have charmed the customs lady by telling her that she was pretty, because you managed to get through without your passport that you left in New York City. Then there was Dad's big birthday, when you forgot to get your plane ticket far enough ahead. So you snuck onto a plane without one and sat in the flight attendant's jump seat instead. After 2 years of college, you took off a semester to work and play. You flew the coop to Hawaii for an indefinite stay. But you came back a few months later and finished Penn only a semester late. I gotta change this line. Although we never did see a diploma, we did assume you graduated. Then you were off to Utah to become a ski bum, waiting tables and working on your downhill skiing some. Over the years, you waited tables not only in Park City, but in Boston and Hawaii too. Schmoozing with your customers for big tips always came easy with you. Your salesmanship and willingness to take risks have stood you in good stead. Your qualities have definitely been responsible for helping you get ahead. You decided to head to New York City to seek your fortune and fame. Answering Steve Ferrara's job posting got you into the music management game. We could not be prouder of the things and how they've turned out in your life with your growing successful business and your wonderful future wife. When you left to grow your company in the far-off Golden State, we worried if we would ever get to meet the girls that you would date. But we feel so lucky that it didn't take very long to allay our fears, and we've had the opportunity to get to know and love Melissa over the past 5 years. You found yourself someone who was beautiful and intelligent, as well as extremely nice. You couldn't have done one bit better if we had given you some of our own advice. I hope and pray that all the best things in life will come your way, and that you will always be as in love and as happy as you are today.